A birthright denied is not a birthright destroyed, it is a debt that accrues divine interest. And right now, the cosmic ledgers are being opened. The accounts are being audited. For a select few, for Group 7, this is the moment the debt is called in. For years, you have walked this earth feeling like a phantom, like there was a core piece of your identity just out of reach. You felt a hunger that no food could satisfy, a longing that no relationship could fill. This was not a flaw in your design. It was the echo of a locked vault, a spiritual inheritance so vast, so potent, that an entire system was built to keep you from it. But overnight, something snapped. And it was not you. It was the locks. The shocking truth is that your inheritance was never lost. It was dormant, sealed within your very DNA, waiting for a signal that has just been sent. Those who guarded the old code are feeling it now, a cold dread that has no earthly source. It is the feeling of power being reclaimed. It is the sound of heaven's verdict. It is time to tell you what is rightfully yours. Chapter 1, The Divine Audit. The feeling began as something you could almost dismiss. A faint humming in your bones during the quietest hours of the night, a static on the edge of your hearing that sounded like distant choirs. You may have attributed it to stress, to fatigue, to the endless noise of a world designed to distract you. But this is not an anomaly. This is an announcement. This is the beginning of the divine audit, a spiritual accounting that has been decreed for your specific energy signature. You, as part of Group 7, are being officially notified that the books are open and the truth of your account is about to be revealed. This is not a metaphor. It is a spiritual fact. The universe operates on a system of perfect accounting. Every energy expended, every debt incurred, every promise made is recorded in a ledger that cannot be tampered with. For generations, a deliberate campaign has been waged to falsify your records. They told you that you were in debt, that you were born lacking, that you owed your allegiance and your power to external systems, people, and institutions. They presented you with a life of scarcity and told you it was your destiny. They taught you to beg for things you already owned. This campaign was sophisticated. It operated through family lines, through societal programming, through the subtle whispers of doubt that you mistook for your own voice. The feeling of being not enough, the persistent anxiety that you were somehow behind, the deep, aching void you tried to fill with accomplishments, relationships, and distractions. These were not your feelings. They were the symptoms of a grand theft. It was the profound spiritual hunger of a king who had been raised to believe he was a pauper. It was the disorientation of an eagle convinced it was meant to crawl. The divine audit is the moment this deception collapses under the weight of its own falsehood. It is a cosmic intervention, a top-down review of your entire existence, and it is happening right now. You are not required to do anything to initiate it. Your soul signed the paperwork before you ever took your first breath. Your only assignment is to bear witness to the process. In the coming days, your sensory reality will begin to shift. This is the first evidence of the audit. You will start to see the world not as it is presented, but as it truly is, a complex matrix of energy, codes, and intentions. Colors may seem more vibrant, more alive. You will look at a tree and not just see a tree, but understand its energetic function as an anchor for the planet. You will hear a piece of music and not just hear notes, but feel the frequency signature of the composer, their joy, their sorrow, their intent. You will look into people's eyes and see past the mask, past the personality, and glimpse the state of their soul. For many, this will be unsettling. For you, it will feel like remembering. It will feel like coming home. This heightened perception is not a new gift, it is the restoration of your original sensory equipment. You are simply beginning to see through the eyes of your higher self, the entity whose name is on the deed to your inheritance. This isn't just about seeing auras, it's about seeing motivations, seeing the energetic cords between people, seeing the truth behind the polite lies. It is a level of transparency that the old world cannot handle. The audit will also manifest in your dreams. Your dreamscape is about to become a courtroom, a library, and a training ground. You will have dreams that feel more real than your waking life, filled with information, symbols, and encounters. Do not dismiss them. These are not random firings of your subconscious. These are classified briefings from your spiritual council. You may dream of ancient places you have never seen, yet you will know every corridor. You may have conversations with beings who speak in a language of light, yet you will understand every word. You will relive moments from your past, but this time you will see the energetic contracts that were being signed, the power that was being siphoned, and the moments where you unknowingly gave away a piece of your inheritance. This is not to induce regret. It is to empower you. To know how something was taken is to know how to take it back. Keep a journal by your bed. Write everything down. You are being given the case files on your own life. Often, you will wake with the answer to a problem you have been wrestling with for weeks, a clear strategy delivered while you slept. The evidence is being presented to you piece by piece so that you can no longer doubt the scale of what was hidden. The humming in your bones will grow louder. It is the vibration of your true spiritual assets, long frozen, beginning to thaw. The audit is underway. The truth is coming. And with it, your power. This is not a potential future. It is a present-day spiritual operation. The feeling of being an outsider, the loneliness that has been a constant companion, was a protective measure. It was a divine quarantine to keep your unique energetic frequency untainted by the static of the collective. You were not being rejected, you were being preserved. You were held in isolation because your signature is the key that unlocks the inheritance not just for yourself, but for the rest of your group. You are a living, breathing master key. The old powers that be, the keepers of the fraudulent ledgers, are in a state of cold panic. They cannot stop the audit. They cannot bribe the auditor. They cannot hide the books. All they can do is watch as the truth comes to light. They will try to distract you. They will send agents of chaos into your life, people from your past, sudden crises designed to pull your focus away from the internal shifts. They want you to believe the shaking is coming from the outside world, but it is not. The earthquake is inside you. It is the vault of your inheritance, shuddering, cracking, and preparing to burst open. Stand firm. Stay centered. You are the sole beneficiary of a fortune you are only just beginning to comprehend. The accounting is almost complete. The final phase of the audit will involve a recalibration of your physical body. You may experience sudden waves of exhaustion, a need for more sleep, or changes in your appetite. You might feel aches in your joints or a pressure at the crown of your head. This is not sickness. Your body, your vessel, is undergoing a necessary upgrade. It is being rewired to handle the voltage of your true spiritual inheritance. The DNA that was labeled junk by a science that could only see the material world is being activated strand by strand. This is the hardware upgrade required to run the new software of your consciousness. Honor the process. Rest when you are tired. Drink water. Spend time in nature. You are integrating a power that the old world told you was impossible. You are becoming the living evidence of a lie being dismantled. This is the divine audit, and you are its primary subject. The verdict is in. You are not in debt. You are an heir, and the estate is now yours to claim. The ritual is now. This is not a request, it is the first act of your reclamation. Formalize your activation. Like this video to anchor the energy of this truth into your physical reality. Subscribe to this channel to officially join the collective of Group 7, strengthening the network of light that connects us all. Comment 77 below as your energetic signature, a divine code that signals your conscious agreement to receive your full inheritance. Replay this transmission in the background as you sleep or go about your day. Allow the frequency of these words to saturate your spirit, bypassing the conscious mind and recalibrating your subconscious to its original divine blueprint. Do it now. Chapter 2: The Keepers of the OLD Code. To understand the magnitude of your inheritance, you must first understand who hid it from you and why. This was not a random act of cosmic misfortune. It was a deliberate, multi-generational strategy enacted by a consciousness I will call the Keepers of the Old Code. These are not necessarily individual people, though they operate through them. The Keepers are an ancient, parasitic consciousness, a system of control that feeds on limitation, fear, and suppressed potential. They are the spiritual landlords of a prison planet, and for eons, they have been collecting rent from humanity in the form of life force, worship, and belief in separation. Their entire reality, their power structure, is built upon a single, foundational lie, that you are small, powerless, and separate from your creator. They are the architects of the matrix of forgetfulness, the illusion that has held humanity captive for millennia. And you, Group 7, are their greatest threat. Why you? Because your spiritual DNA contains a failsafe. It holds the untraceable blueprint for a reality free of their control. Your lineage was encoded with a dormant power so absolute that, if awakened, it would not just liberate you but would send a cascading wave of liberation across the entire collective consciousness. Your awakening is not a personal event, it is a planetary one. It is the activation code that overwrites their entire operating system of fear. And they know it. They have known it from the moment your soul line was conceived. So they have watched you generation after generation. They have studied your bloodline, tracked your incarnations, and engineered circumstances to keep your power dormant. They are the source of the inexplicable bad luck that has plagued your family, the recurring patterns of betrayal, the near successes that always crumble at the last moment. These were not accidents. They were targeted spiritual attacks, sophisticated containment protocols designed to keep you so focused on survival that you would never have the time or energy to look within and discover who you truly are. Their methods are subtle and insidious. They operate through the systems of the world. They are in the dogma that tells you God is outside of you and must be appeased. They are in the educational system that teaches you what to think, not how to think, rewarding conformity and punishing originality. They are in the media that constantly bombards you with images of fear, lack, and division, programming your subconscious to expect the worst. They are in the medical establishment that often treats the body as a machine with broken parts, ignoring the spiritual and energetic root of disease. They are in the financial systems that create debt out of thin air, binding you to a cycle of work and consumption. They are the whispers in the ear of the parent who tells their child to be realistic, the friend who scoffs at your dreams, the boss who demands you trade your life for a paycheck. The Keepers are the unseen force that maintains the status quo, the gravitational pull of mediocrity. They thought they had it all figured out. They had the perfect system. They built a cage so comfortable and a narrative so compelling that the prisoners would police themselves. But they made one catastrophic miscalculation. They underestimated the power of the human heart and the unbreakable nature of a divine contract. They thought that by controlling your external world, they could control your internal one. They were wrong. Now you are beginning to feel the energetic separation from their world. This is a critical and often disorienting phase. People, places, and activities you once enjoyed will suddenly feel dissonant, like a song played badly out of tune. A conversation with a lifelong friend might leave you feeling drained and empty. The job you once tolerated might suddenly become physically unbearable. Your favorite TV shows might seem loud, foolish, and manipulative. This is not you becoming judgmental or negative. This is your frequency rising. As your internal vibration calibrates to the truth of your inheritance, you are becoming incompatible with the lower frequencies of the old code. You are literally vibrating out of their reality. The keepers will sense this. Their system will flag you as an anomaly. They will then dispatch agents to pull you back in. These agents are almost never cloaked figures in dark robes. They are the people closest to you. The concerned family member who says you have changed. The friend who accuses you of being distant and getting weird. The ex-partner who suddenly reappears, promising that this time things will be different. These are energetic tests. They will leverage your history, your compassion, and your innate desire for harmony against you, framing your evolution as a betrayal of them. They are probes sent from the old system to check if you can be lured back into the old frequency. Their arguments will sound logical, rooted in concern for you, but you will feel the underlying frequency of control. Your only task is to hold your new vibration. You do not need to fight, to argue, or to justify yourself. Your calm, centered presence is the most powerful repellent to their influence. Your silence is a verdict they cannot appeal. You must understand, the keepers are not acting out of malice in the human sense. They are acting out of self-preservation. Your awakening is an extinction-level event for their way of life. They are not fighting you, they are fighting for their survival. Imagine being a landlord of a vast estate for thousands of years, only to receive a legal notice, backed by the highest authority in the universe, stating that the true heir has come of age and you are to vacate the premises immediately. That is the situation they are in. They have no legal standing. Their claim was based on fraud. And the auditor has just posted the eviction notice on the front door of their reality. This is why the world seems to be descending into chaos. The frantic noise, the division, the manufactured crises, it is the sound of the keepers throwing a tantrum. They are kicking and screaming as they are being removed from power. They are trying to create as much fear and distraction as possible in a last-ditch effort to keep humanity, their power source, focused on the illusion. Do not be drawn into the drama. You are not a character in their play anymore. You are a member of the audience, watching the final act before the curtain falls. Your inheritance is the key to the exit door, not just for you but for anyone who chooses to follow. Chapter 3: Activating the dormant assets. Your inheritance is not a static object or a sum of money. It is a living, dynamic portfolio of spiritual assets that have been held in a divine trust. Now that the audit is complete and your identity has been verified, the trust is being released to you. The activation of these assets is a process, a gradual unfolding that allows your mind and body to integrate them without being overwhelmed. Think of it as a series of energetic downloads, each one unlocking a new capability, a new perception, a new level of sovereignty. These are not supernatural powers in the fictional sense, they are your natural, divine birthright being restored. They are the tools you were meant to have to navigate this reality and co-create a new one. The first asset to come online is your intuition. For years, you have experienced it as a gut feeling, a hunch, a quiet little voice you often ignored, much to your later regret. That is about to change. Your intuition is being upgraded from a dial-up connection to a high-speed fiber optic line directly to the universal consciousness. This new level of intuition will not be subtle. It will be a clear, undeniable knowing. You will know things without knowing how you know them. You will be about to call someone, and they will call you. You will think of a question, and the answer will appear on a billboard, in a song lyric, or in a conversation you overhear. You will meet someone new and instantly know their core intention, not as a judgment, but as a simple data point. This is not fortune telling, it is energetic literacy. You are learning to read the language of the universe, a language spoken in frequency and vibration, not words. The truth will feel expansive, light, and calm in your body. A lie will feel constricting, heavy, and will create a subtle dissonance in your solar plexus. The key to mastering this asset is to trust it without question, especially when it contradicts logic. Your logical mind was programmed by the old code. Your intuition is the voice of your soul. For a time, they will be in conflict. Your assignment is to consistently choose the voice of your soul. Every time you trust your intuition and it proves correct, you strengthen the connection. You are forging a new neural pathway, one that bypasses the static of the conditioned mind and tunes directly into the frequency of truth. The second asset being activated is your power of manifestation. You have always been a powerful manifester, but your power was undirected, often creating by default what you feared rather than what you desired. The keepers of the old code deliberately taught you to focus on lack, to worry about the future, to ruminate on past pains, because they knew that where your focus goes, your energy flows. You were unknowingly using your divine creative power to build and reinforce your own prison. Now, you are reclaiming conscious control of this power. The time lag between your intention and its physical manifestation is shrinking rapidly. This is why it is now critically important to be disciplined with your thoughts, your words, and your emotions. You can no longer afford the luxury of a negative thought. You cannot speak idle curses or complain habitually. You are moving into a state of instant creation. What you think, you will create. What you speak, you will summon. What you feel, you will attract. This requires a new level of emotional hygiene, where you consciously choose your emotional state, understanding that you are broadcasting a signal that reality must match. Start small. Practice with things that have no emotional charge. Intend to see a specific, unusual object, like a purple feather or a vintage car, and then release the thought. Notice how quickly it appears in your reality. This is not a game. This is training. You are learning the physics of your own consciousness. As you gain confidence, you can begin to apply this to larger areas of your life, your finances, your health, your purpose. The rule is simple: focus with intense clarity and positive emotion on the end result, not the how. The how is the universe's job. Obsessing over the mechanics of delivery is a function of the old paradigm. It is an act of distrust in the divine supply chain. Your job is to be the unwavering beacon of the frequency of your desire. They told you that you had to work hard, to struggle, to sacrifice in order to receive. This is the central lie of the old code's economic system. The truth is, you are designed to receive through joyful, inspired creation. Your work is not to struggle, but to align. Your inheritance includes the ability to bend reality to your aligned will. A third asset now coming online is your energetic sovereignty, which manifests as an aura of divine authority. People will begin to react to you differently. You will walk into a room, and without saying a word, people will notice. They will either be drawn to you or repelled by you, with very little middle ground. Those who are aligned with truth and integrity will feel a sense of safety and calm in your presence. They will seek your advice, even if they do not know why. You will find that arguments stop when you approach, that chaotic situations seem to calm themselves around you. This is the power of your coherent energetic field, your sovereign aura. It is a passive transmission of the divine order you now embody. Conversely, those who operate from deceit, manipulation, and inauthenticity will find your presence intensely uncomfortable. They will not be able to look you in the eye. They may become irrationally angry or critical of you, or they may simply avoid you altogether. Do not take this personally. Their reaction is not about you. It is about the light you carry. Your frequency acts as a mirror, and they cannot stand the reflection of their own shadows. Falsehood literally short-circuits in your presence. Your very existence becomes a passive exorcism of falsehood. This is a powerful tool, but it must be wielded with compassion. You are not here to judge or to conquer. You are here to be the immovable anchor of truth, simply by being who you are. The authority you now carry is not earned through titles or accolades. It is a direct delegation from the divine. It is a spiritual fact of your being, and the world, consciously or unconsciously, must recognize it. Chapter 4. The price of remembering. The activation of your inheritance is a process of glorious and profound reclamation, but it does not come without a price. This is not a punishment or a test you can fail. It is a necessary cost of spiritual physics, a transactional reality that cannot be bypassed. The price of remembering who you are is the death of who you thought you were. You are being asked to surrender every identity, every belief, every attachment that was born from the old code. You must grieve the person you built to survive in the matrix, because that person cannot make the journey with you. This process can feel like a profound loss, a deep and unsettling disorientation. It is the crucible of your transformation. Every lie you have ever told yourself, every compromise you have made against your soul, every relationship you have tolerated out of fear of being alone will rise to the surface to be acknowledged and released. This is the great purge. You must willingly place your old self on the altar of your own becoming. One of the highest prices you will pay is the price of loneliness. The profound sense of isolation that has haunted you for much of your life will, for a time, intensify. But you must reframe this experience. This was never the loneliness of rejection, it was the sacred solitude of quarantine. Your soul knew you were carrying a priceless, fragile cargo. It kept you separate to protect your energetic signature from being diluted or corrupted by the world. It was a preservation strategy. Now, as your frequency rises, you will find yourself energetically incompatible with most of the people you once called your community. The conversations will feel hollow, the jokes will fall flat, the shared interests will evaporate. You will sit in a room full of people and feel like you are from another planet. This is a painful but necessary stage. You are shedding a social skin that no longer fits. The void this creates is terrifying to the ego, but it is a holy vacuum. The universe abhors a vacuum, and it will rush to fill this space with new connections, soul family who recognize you, who see you, who vibrate at your new frequency. But first, you must be willing to be alone. You must become your own best company and find solace in your own divine connection. You must be willing to stand in the emptiness and trust that you are being prepared for a high communion. Another component of this price is the experience of physical and emotional recalibration, which can often mimic illness and depression. As your body purges dense, low-frequency energies accumulated over a lifetime, you may experience extreme fatigue, body aches, digestive issues, headaches, and emotional volatility. There will be days when you feel an overwhelming grief for no apparent reason, or waves of anger that seem to come from nowhere. You might experience skin rashes as toxins leave your body, or heart palpitations as your heart chakra expands. This is not a regression. This is a spiritual detoxification. You are releasing the stored trauma of your ancestors, the energetic poisons of the collective, and the personal pains you have suppressed. You are a water filter for your bloodline. Your body is the alchemical vessel turning lead into gold, and alchemy is a messy, volatile process. The temptation will be to pathologize this experience, to run to a doctor who will give you a diagnosis and a pill. While you should always seek care if you feel you need it, understand the spiritual context of what is happening. You are not breaking down, you are breaking through. Honor your body. Rest, hydrate, eat clean food, spend time in nature. Do not fight the emotional waves. Let them wash through you. Each tear you cry is a lie being dissolved. Each moment of anger is a chain being broken. This is not irrational instability, it is the holy and righteous rage of a sovereign being finally refusing to be caged. Honor its power. The most subtle and difficult price is the release of your victim identity. For so long, your story has been defined by the things that were done to you, the injustices you suffered, the betrayals you endured. This story was true within the context of the old reality. It gave you an identity and a way to navigate a hostile world. But that identity, the righteous victim, is a cage. It is an identity that, by its very nature, is powerless. It defines you by your wounds rather than by your divinity. As long as you identify as a victim, you are unconsciously tithing your power to your past. Your inheritance demands that you graduate from this role. This means you must forgive. Forgiveness is not about condoning what was done. It is not about letting anyone off the hook. Heaven's accounting is perfect. Everyone will answer for their energetic output. Forgiveness is about you. It is the act of revoking the energetic access you have given your wounds and your perpetrators to your present moment. It is you taking back your power from the past. You must look at every person who hurt you, every system that held you down, and understand that they were playing a role in your grand awakening. They were the friction necessary to create the pearl. They were the pressure that turned your coal into a diamond. This is the highest spiritual black belt move, to find the gift in the wound, to thank the attacker for revealing your strength. This act of radical forgiveness is what dissolves the final chains and allows you to step fully into your sovereignty. The price is high. It will cost you everything you are not. But the inheritance it unlocks is worth more than all the worlds. Chapter 5: The Phantom Debts and the Real Receipts. For your entire life, you have been handed a bill. A spiritual bill with a balance that always seemed to be growing, no matter what you did. This bill came in many forms: the doctrine of original sin, the concept of karmic debt from past lives you cannot remember, the feeling of inherent unworthiness, the pervasive sense of guilt that shadowed your every pleasure. They told you that your suffering was a noble payment, that your joy was a selfish indulgence. These are what I call the phantom debts. They are fraudulent charges placed on your spiritual account by the keepers of the old code, designed for one purpose: to convince you that you are so deeply in the red that you would never dare to ask about your assets. It is the most brilliant and insidious scam in the cosmos. By making you believe you are a debtor, they kept you from realizing you are a shareholder. They made you so focused on paying off a non-existent debt through struggle, penance, and self-denial that you never thought to ask for a copy of the original contract. The divine audit is that moment. The auditors have arrived, and they are not just waiving the phantom debts, they are presenting the real receipts. And the receipts tell a very different story. The spiritual fact is, they owe you. They owe you for the life force they siphoned. They owe you for the joy they suppressed. They owe you for the genius they stifled. They owe you for the love they twisted into fear. They owe you for every time they whispered in your ear that you were not good enough, not smart enough, not worthy enough. Every one of those moments was a theft, an unauthorized withdrawal from your divine account. And in the economy of the universe, all debts must be settled. This is not about revenge. Revenge is a low-frequency trap of the old code. This is about divine justice and energetic restitution. The settlement is not coming in the form of their punishment, but in the form of your blessing. The energy that was taken from you is now being returned with interest. This is the source of the sudden rushes of inspiration you are feeling, the unexpected opportunities that are appearing, the synchronicities that are becoming a daily occurrence. This is your cosmic back bay. It is the universe making you whole, not because you earned it through suffering, but because wholeness is your original and inalienable state. It's like a spiritual trust fund that has been compounding for centuries, and it is now being liquidated and deposited directly into your life experience. This is your universal stimulus check, and it's not a one-time payment. You must be vigilant because as this settlement begins to arrive, the agents of the old code will make a final attempt to collect on the phantom debts. This will often manifest as people from your past reappearing in your life. The ex who betrayed you will call saying they have changed. The family member who belittled you will offer a half-hearted apology demanding forgiveness. A former boss who exploited you will offer you a new opportunity. Be very discerning. These are not always genuine attempts at reconciliation. More often, they are energetic probes. They are unconsciously sent by the old system to test whether you still believe you are in debt to them. If you feel guilt, if you feel obligation, if you feel that old pull to fix them or save them or prove your worth to them, you are falling back into the phantom debt narrative. Your response should be polite, detached, and firm. You owe them nothing. Not your time, not your energy, not your explanation. Your silence and your absence are the signature on the final statement that reads account closed. Another way they will try to collect is through your own mind. The old programming runs deep. You will receive a blessing, an unexpected financial windfall or a miraculous healing, and your first thought might be, I don't deserve this, or when is the other shoe going to drop? This is the phantom debt collector who lives in your head. You must evict him. When these thoughts arise, you must meet them with the authority of your newfound truth. You must speak aloud, I am not in debt. I am an heir. I receive this blessing as a partial payment on a long overdue account. I accept it fully and without apology. You are rewriting the internal script. You are training your subconscious mind to accept your new status as a being of immense spiritual wealth. This ain't your cousin on Facebook with a paragraph of unsupported claims. This is heaven's verdict, backed by real receipts from the Akashic records. The evidence is irrefutable. You were born free and clear, endowed with an inexhaustible spiritual fortune. The story of your debt was the lie. The story of your inheritance is the truth. In the coming weeks, you will have a moment of final validation. Someone who was a primary architect of your pain, someone who benefited directly from your suppression, will experience a sudden and public reversal of fortune. Their carefully constructed world will crumble. Their reputation will be exposed. Their power will evaporate. When you hear this news, your first human reaction might be satisfaction. But I urge you to move past that quickly. Do not gloat. Do not celebrate their downfall. Simply observe it as the final entry in the divine ledger. See it as the universe balancing the books. Their fall is not your victory. Your victory is your own rise, your own joy, your own freedom. The greatest statement you can make is to turn your attention away from their drama and focus fully on building your new reality with the resources that have been returned to you. The phantom debts have been cancelled. The real receipts have been presented. Your account is not just balanced, it is overflowing. It is time to learn how to be a conscious steward of your own immense fortune. Chapter 6, Group 7, The Covert Collective. There is a reason this message is designated for Group 7 only. This is not a gimmick or a way to create artificial exclusivity. It is a specific energetic designation for a soul group with a unique and critical mission. In numerology and sacred traditions across the world, the number 7 represents spiritual completion, divine magic, and the bridge between the earthly and the mystical. 7 is the number of the seeker, the thinker, the sage. It is the number that is not satisfied with surface answers and is driven to understand the deeper mechanics of the universe. If you are hearing this message and it resonates in the core of your being, it is because you are a member of this group. You are one of the 7s. You are not just a collection of random individuals undergoing a similar awakening. You are a covert collective, a spiritual special forces unit that was strategically placed on this planet at this exact time. Your souls were part of a pact, an agreement made at a very high level before this incarnation. You volunteered for this assignment. The mission to incarnate into some of the most difficult bloodlines and environments, to experience the full depth of the illusion of separation and powerlessness, and then, at a pre-designated time, to awaken. Your awakening was designed to be the trigger, the catalyst that would initiate a system-wide cascade of change. Unlike other spiritual groups who may have come to teach or to hold a steady frequency, your group's primary function is to dismantle. You are the demolition crew for the old paradigm. Your unique gift is the ability to see the lie, to feel the dissonance in the matrix, and to refuse, on a soul level, to comply with it any longer. This is why you have always felt like a rebel, a misfit, an outsider. You could never play the game because your soul was hardwired to overturn the whole table. The members of Group 7 share several distinct characteristics. You are hypersensitive to energy. You can walk into a room and instantly feel the emotional climate. This sensitivity was often labeled a weakness, but it is your primary intelligence-gathering tool. You are also human lie detectors. You feel the truth in your body. When someone is speaking a falsehood, no matter how convincing their words, you feel a subtle discord in your own energy field. This has made it difficult for you to trust people, but it has also protected you from deeper levels of deception. Another hallmark of Group 7 is a deep, unshakable sense of purpose, even if you could not articulate what that purpose was. You have always known, in your quietest moments, that you were here for something big, something that went far beyond just earning a living and raising a family. This inner knowing has been both your guiding star and your heaviest burden. You also possess an innate and fierce resistance to unjust authority, a refusal to bow to any power that is not rooted in love and integrity. This is not arrogance, it is a deep cellular recognition of true authority versus the theatrical displays of control that define the old world. Now, the network of Group 7 is coming online. This is not a physical network you can find on social media. It is a telepathic and energetic grid that connects every member of the group. It's a kind of spiritual internet powered by the heart that has been dormant until now. You are beginning to feel it. It is the sudden feeling of recognition you get when you look a stranger in the eye, a sense of "I know you" that defies logic. It is the experience of having a breakthrough thought, only to see someone else on the other side of the world post about the exact same concept an hour later. It is the feeling of not being alone in your strange experiences, a sense of being supported by an unseen team. This is your soul group checking in, synchronizing, and preparing for the next phase of the mission. You are finding each other, not through searching, but through resonance. As you hold your unique frequency, you become a beacon, and the other beacons in the network will naturally appear on your path. Do not try to force these connections. Allow them to unfold organically. They will be the most authentic, supportive, and empowering relationships you have ever experienced. Your role within the collective is unique to you. Not everyone in Group 7 is meant to be a public figure or a spiritual teacher. Some of you are silent anchors. Your job is to hold a high frequency of peace and truth in a chaotic environment, like a spiritual lighthouse on a stormy coast. Your stability calms the waves for miles around you. Some of you are communicators. You are the ones who will translate these high-level spiritual concepts into art, music, writing, and conversations that can be understood by the wider population. You are the bridge builders. Others are healers. You will work directly with individuals, helping them clear the trauma and density of the old code, one soul at a time. And some of you are the architects. You are the innovators who will begin to build the new systems in education, health, technology, and community that are based on the principles of your inheritance, unity, sovereignty, and love. The anchors provide the foundation, the healers clear the ground, the communicators share the vision, and the architects draw up the new blueprints. All roles are interconnected and equally important. Your specific assignment will be revealed to you not through a booming voice from the heavens, but through the magnetic pull of your own joy and passion. The thing that makes you feel most alive is the biggest clue to your mission. You are a covert collective, but your mission is about to go public. Not through a declaration of war, but through a demonstration of a new way of being. You are the proof of concept. Chapter 7. The Inheritance Made Manifest. The final chapter is not one that can be told to you. It is one that you must live. The era of receiving information is closing, and the era of embodiment is beginning. The divine audit is complete. The dormant assets are activated. The covert collective is coming online. All the components are in place. Now it is time for the inheritance to become manifest, to move from a spiritual concept into your lived sensory reality. The untraceable blueprint is no longer just a plan on paper. You are now the architect, the construction crew, and the finished building all at once. You are the walking, talking evidence that a new world is not only possible but is already here. Your very presence on this planet is a declaration that the reign of the old code is over. In the days and months ahead, you will witness the physics of your inheritance in action. The world around you, the material reality that once seemed so solid and immovable, will begin to demonstrate a new flexibility. It will bend and reform around your coherent energy field. This will show up in practical ways. You will think of a need, and the resources to meet that need will appear, sometimes in the most unexpected and miraculous ways. You will reach a locked door, and the person with the key will show up out of nowhere. You will face a problem that seems impossible, and the perfect solution will download into your mind in a moment of stillness. You will speak your truth in a difficult situation, and the outcome will be effortlessly harmonious where before it would have been conflict. This is not luck. This is not coincidence. This is the new physics of a reality based on resonance, not resistance. The universe is no longer an adversary to be overcome, it is your partner in creation. Your job is to hold the clear vision, to maintain the high frequency of trust and gratitude, and to take the inspired action when the path appears. Do not fall back into the old habit of struggle. Your new currency is alignment. Your body will be the ultimate testament to this new reality. As you continue to integrate the high frequencies of your inheritance, you may notice a reversal of the aging process. You may feel more energy and vitality than you did 10 years ago. Chronic ailments may inexplicably fade away. Your connection to your body will deepen. You will learn to listen to its wisdom, to feed it what it truly needs, to move it in ways that bring you joy. This is cellular regeneration in real time, the activation of dormant codes within your DNA for longevity, self-healing, and expanded consciousness. Your body is not just a vehicle, it is a sacred temple, a biocomputer of immense power, and a direct antenna to the divine. By treating it with reverence, you amplify its ability to anchor and transmit the light of your inheritance. People will begin to comment that you are glowing, that there is something different about you. What they are seeing is the light of your activated soul shining through your physical form. You are becoming a beacon of divine health, a living example of the body's true potential when freed from the density of fear and trauma. The ultimate manifestation of your inheritance is your state of being. It is a state of profound, unshakable peace, even in the midst of external chaos. It is a state of overflowing, unconditional love for yourself and for all of life. It is a state of authentic, creative joy that is not dependent on any external circumstance. This is the true wealth. This is the kingdom of heaven within. The keepers of the old code could never touch this because it cannot be bought, sold, or stolen. It can only be realized. From this state of being, everything you do becomes a sacred act. The way you prepare a meal, the way you listen to a friend, the way you create your work in the world, all of it becomes infused with the energy of your inheritance. You cease to be a person seeking a spiritual experience and become a spiritual being having a human experience. The search is over. The seeking ends. You are no longer a student of the divine, you are its living, breathing expression in form. This is the great completion that Group 7 came here to achieve. You are the prophecy you have been waiting for. You are the second coming, not of a single savior, but of the Christ consciousness within an entire collective. Do not look outside of yourself for the final reveal. Look in the mirror. The shocking inheritance was never something you were going to be given. It is what you have been all along. And now, you remember.